Everyone is in a hurry these days with little time for eating well. Snacking on junk food has become a way of life. We all saw what Larry took in his lunch bag today when he became distracted at the beginning of the video. Now let's see what he chooses for a snack. Just what is junk food? Any food that has little or no nutritional value, or that is high in fat or sugar, is often placed in a category called junk food. Junk foods are easy to buy and use. Most convenience and food stores sell them. You simply plunk down your change, or in some cases your dollars, for a quick snack of cakes and chips. What are you really getting?
Why are you following me?
Well, Sonny, I was just hoping that you'd make a better choice of something to eat back there. I don't know why I'm following you.
Are you hungry? Is that why you're following me? Do you want something to eat? Here, take one of these.
Oh, no, thank you. Do you know what's in those?
No, I don't see anything.
That's just it. It's junk. There isn't anything in there that's good for you. It's all fat, sugar, and calories.
You mean there's no nutrition in these?
Here. Read the label.
Sugar, water, corn syrup, enriched bleached flour, egg whites, whole eggs, calcium sulfate, sorbic acid, monoglyceride. Gosh, I can't even pronounce some of this stuff, and there's more.
Look at the list again. What's the first ingredient?
Sugar.
You see, there's more sugar in these little cakes than any other ingredient. You see, ingredients in a product must be listed in descending order from most to least. And those chips are all fat. Why, by the time you slice a potato that thin and fry it in oil, that's all there is when you eat it. Fat.
Hey, wait, that's my lunch you're stepping on.
Haven't you heard anything I've been saying, Sonny?
Yes, but I'm in a hurry, and this is quick to eat. In fact, I've got to go now.
Oh, sure. But first, let me give you some ideas about quick snack foods.
Okay, but you better make it fast. I'll be late for class.
What about fruit? Like this apple. There's no wrapper to take off either. And even the peel is good for you. Helps keep you regular, if you know what I mean. And if you really must have a snack food, what about pretzels? They don't have all the fat that those chips do.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've been a great help, Mrs. What did you say your name was?
Findlay. Mrs. Sarah Jane Findlay.
Okay, Mrs. Findlay. Thanks for the suggestion and for the apple.
Oh, but there's more.
I know, but I really must get to class. But thanks anyway.
Okay, Sonny. Maybe I'll see you again.
It's Larry. My name's Larry. And maybe you will.
Reading labels is one way to determine the nutrient value and ingredient content of your food choices. Let's look at another popular snack food, popcorn. Let's see, there's microwave natural flavor popcorn, or microwave butter flavor popcorn, or just plain popcorn. The ingredients in this package of butter flavor popcorn are popcorn, of course, partially hydrogenated vegetable oil, salt, butter, flavor, annatto color to give it its yellow-orange appearance. There are 140 calories per 3-cup serving. This bag of popcorn is just that. Only popcorn, no added ingredients. When you pop it using a hot air popper, then 3 cups of plain popcorn have only 90 calories and no fat. It's an inexpensive, low-calorie snack and helps to keep you regular, if you know what I mean, high in fiber. When reading labels, remember that nutrition information is given per serving. Each manufacturer determines what a serving is, but know what a serving is for you. For example, you might expect these snack crackers to be a single serving. But a look at the nutrition information tells us there are 3 servings in these tiny packages. Since there are 24 mini crackers in this package, then 8 bits equals an 80-calorie serving. And with this snack, 11 bears make a single 60-calorie serving. Both of these crackers, the Ritz Bits and the Teddy Grahams, have more nutrition in them than, say, potato chips or cupcakes. But the point is, most people won't limit themselves to a third of one of these tiny bags, which is the manufacturer's serving size. Be aware of the number of calories per bag, if that is your serving size.
Well, hello there, young man.
Oh, hello there, Mrs. Finley. How are you doing today? You can see I followed your advice. I've been eating healthier snacks. Well, I'm improving anyway. Something you said the other day made me pay closer attention to what I eat.
Oh, well, that's wonderful, Larry. Just fine. Let's see if our viewers can answer some review questions about snack foods and labeling.
Sure. I'll throw out the first one. What are 2 pieces of information to look for on a snack food label?
Time's up. It's the list of ingredients and nutrition information per serving. Let's try another. What do you know about a product from the list of ingredients?
That's a good one, Mrs. Finley. The ingredients are listed in order from the greatest to least amounts. So if a list begins with sugar, then we know it has more sugar than anything else.
Well, you certainly are looking a little differently at what you're eating. Let's ask another question. Since popcorn is such a popular snack food, which is the healthier selection? Microwave butter flavor or plain hot air popped corn?
The hot air popcorn is definitely the best, with no fat and a good amount of fiber. And there are only 90 calories in 3 cups.
And this isn't the question, Larry, but we need to remember what a serving size is. The amount we actually eat is often different from the manufacturer's suggested serving. Well, have to be on my way. Have to see who I can peek in on next.
So long, Mrs. Finley, and thanks again.
Ta-ta!
Gosh, it's almost time to break for lunch. But if I stop now, I'll never get this report finished. I guess I could stay here and eat at my desk, but I did that yesterday.
Hello, may I be of service to you?
Yes, I'm Mrs. Sarah Jane Finley, and I want to talk to Mr. Sykes. He is the expert in this company, isn't he? That's what my friend Lily told me. You see, I've been having problems with my TV cable, and I just...
Excuse me, Mrs. Finley, but Mr. Sykes is out to lunch, and you will need to speak with him about your cable problem. I expect him back in about 20 minutes if you care to wait.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll do just that.
Lunchtime, and now with Mrs. Finley here to see Mr. Sykes, I guess I better stick around.
Oh, Missy, I just can't keep quiet any longer.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Finley. Mr. Sykes still isn't back from lunch yet. I could have him call.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's about your lunch, if that's what you want to call it. Why, there's sugar in everything you have there. What'd you say your name was?
It's Tamara, Mrs. Finley.
Yes, Tamara. Tamara, it's all sugar. Why, there isn't a speck of protein that help you through the afternoon.
But I eat like this several times a week, especially when I'm starting to feel myself slow down, you know, around 10 a.m. or so. And then again in the afternoon. It gives me a real quick pickup.
Quick pickup is right. It's so quick you almost miss it. That's what this sugar stuff does. It goes quickly into your bloodstream, gives you quick energy for a while, and then bam! Suddenly you feel very tired and there's nothing left to go on. And take this soft drink. Why, there are 9 teaspoons of sugar in that can. It goes right over your teeth. Oh, I can just picture you with all that horrible tooth decay. You don't want that, do you?
No, of course not. But why are you even concerned with what I eat?
Well, I guess it's just one of my self-appointed jobs to help people become aware of what they eat so they can make wiser food choices. Take that candy bar. It has more sugar in it than you can imagine. First, there's milk chocolate, which usually has sugar as an ingredient, peanuts for a little protein and fat, corn syrup, that's sugar, sugar as a separate ingredient, and lactose, that's sugar. So, in this tiny candy bar, sugar is listed as an ingredient in 4 forms.
Is sugar really that bad for you?
No, I'm not saying don't eat any sugar. Most fruits and vegetables have some sugar. Even milk has lactose, and that's sugar. But what I am doing is cautioning you about the different forms and amounts of sugar in a single product.
But these kinds of foods are so easy to keep in my drawer to snack on when I'm hungry. And this granola bar is good for me, isn't it?
Oh, I hate to tell you this, Tamara, but those little bars fool you. Of the 7 ingredients listed on the label, 3 of them are some form of sugar. See? Rolled oats, sugar, sunflower oil, brown sugar syrup, honey, salt, and soy lecithin. But if it's any consolation to you, there are about half the calories of that candy bar, and they do provide fiber needed for regularity.
That's the oats. For fiber, I mean.
That's right. Remember a moment ago when we were talking about the quick energy that sugar gives you and then it's gone? Well, what you need to bring to the office are more nutritious snacks, like this string cheese, for example. There's no sugar and very high in protein, which is needed for longer lasting energy. Now, there is fat in here, too, for energy. But if you're concerned about calories and cholesterol, there are low-fat versions of these cheeses. And don't forget the peanut butter crackers. They have protein, and the crackers are a complex carbohydrate which travels through the body slower than simple sugar, so the energy lasts longer. And then there's plain yogurt. Oh, yogurt and a half a cup of fruit makes a wonderful quick lunch. And put away that soft drink. Try bringing a little can of fruit or tomato juice. And if you really must have a soft drink, why not a diet drink? It's zip on the sugar and zip on the calories.
Wow, Mrs. Finley, you've really given me some food for thought. Mr. Sykes, this is Mrs. Sarah Jane Finley.
Hi.
She's waiting to see you about her TV cable.
Okay, come back to my office right here.
Sugar, America's leading sweetener, is found in many forms in the foods we eat. Sucrose, common table sugar, is one form, while others are dextrose, fructose, lactose, and maltose. Sugar is a source of quick energy, as during the day many of us reach for a candy bar, a soft drink, or some other food containing sugar. Foods containing a large amount of sugar are almost an instant source of quick energy, but the sugar high is only temporary. Once the craving for sweets is satisfied and you're back into your routine, the sugar moves quickly through the bloodstream to leave you feeling fatigued. The most common health problem linked to eating sugar is tooth decay. Limiting the amount of sugary foods you eat combined with frequent brushing can help to eliminate this problem. Some people must limit their sugar intake due to medical reasons. Persons with hypoglycemia or diabetes are examples. People who are obese must limit their intake of all foods, not just sugar, in order to control their weight. To reduce sugar consumption, try some of these suggestions. Eat canned fruits packed in their own juice. Eat fresh or canned fruits for dessert. When baking, replace part of the sugar required with applesauce or frozen juice concentrates. Drink fruit juices, water, or diet sodas. Eat pretzels, popcorn, nuts, or raw vegetables instead of candy bars. Eat cereals that are not sugar-coated. Read labels to avoid buying foods with hidden sugars. Substitute peanut butter or cheese and crackers for sugary snacks.
All right, thanks, and we'll take care of everything. Don't you worry. Bye now.
Mrs. Finley, I really want to thank you for helping me think about my eating behavior. I have made some pretty bad choices, but that's going to change.
Let's see if we've helped our viewers learn something about sugars today, Tamara. First, answer true or false. Cakes and candy bars are good snacks to provide energy to get you through the day.
That's false, Mrs. Finley. Even though they do provide instant energy, it doesn't last very long. It fades very quickly and leaves you feeling tired.
That's good, Tamara. Now name several snack foods that are high in protein and provide lasting energy.
Good protein snacks are peanut butter, cheese, plain yogurt, and cottage cheese.
In what ways might sugar be listed in the ingredients on food labels?
Well, there are lots of sugars that end in OSE, ose. And honey, corn syrup, and molasses too.
Now, Tamara, what is the most common health problem from eating too much sugar? Is it A, obesity, B, diabetes, C, tooth decay?
It's C, tooth decay. And I'll be bringing my own canned fruit and yogurt tomorrow. Mrs. Finley, you helped me realize just how important it is to avoid those snack foods which are mostly sugar.
Well, I'm glad I was able to help. If ever need anything and I'm not around, just pull the plug on my TV cable and I'll come running.
This liquid diet doesn't taste so bad. I'll try just about anything to lose 4 more pounds before the dance this weekend. I've just got to be able to fit in that dress I bought last fall. I can just see us now, Roger and I, dancing as if no one else was around.
Hi, Robin. How was your day at school?
It was a really good day, Grams. I got a B on my English test, and Brenda and I got an A on our biology experiment. And Roger asked me to dance this weekend.
I'm really pleased about that. You've had your eye on that young man for some time.
Yes, Grandma, and I've got to lose 4 more pounds before this weekend.
I see you're into that liquid diet stuff again. There are safer ways to lose weight.
I know, and I appreciate you being concerned about me, Grandma. But a lot of my friends drink some quick to lose weight. I gotta go to work now, so I'll see you later.
Bye.
Where's that flashlight? Oh, here it is. Now where's the food? Wow, there it is. I knew Mom kept a stash here somewhere. Oh, Samantha, you nearly scared me to death.
Who's there? Come out or I'll shoot!
Grams, wait, it's me, Robin.
What in the world are you doing down here in the dark, child?
Well, I was looking for something to eat, Grandma. I know I had that diet drink earlier, but it just didn't fill me up. My stomach gurgles and growls. I'll never lose weight for the dance.
You know, Robin, those liquid diets aren't any good for you anyway. Anything that interferes for a period of time with eating normal meals is just not healthy. Have you ever looked at the list of ingredients on one of these cans? Sucrose, that's sugar, is the first ingredient. Non-fat dry milk, cocoa, fructose, that's sugar, dextrose, more sugar, and a little bran fiber to make you feel full. And there's some flavorings and a couple of other ingredients and vitamins and minerals to replace the ones you're not getting through your food. And you add that to milk, and of course you get some protein and calcium and other nutrients that milk provides. But my point is, Robin, it's really not a meal.
I guess I knew that all along, Grandma. But do you know what I could do to try to keep my weight under control?
Well, I don't think you are too heavy, but I know how you girls think. 1 extra pound and you're too fat. Your metabolism has a lot to do with the way it uses the food you put in it.
What does that mean, Grams?
It's metabolism, Robin. Basal metabolism is the energy your body needs just to exist without any physical activity, to sit, sleep, and breathe. And you add other activities to that, and you use more energy, like to jog, or ride a bike, or do aerobics. And then your metabolic rate goes up, and you can eat more food and use up or burn up more calories so you can maintain the energy level you need.
I think I understand. So if I want to lose weight, I can increase my activities, which will raise my metabolism, the rate at which my body burns calories for energy. I can still eat regular meals, but I'll lose weight because my rate of metabolism is higher.
That's right, Robin. In a nutshell, when you burn more calories than you're putting in your body with food, you generally lose weight.
That sounds easy enough. And I still get to eat normal foods. And I like to do aerobics anyway. Sounds like a win-win situation to me.
We know that the body needs food to keep it running. Just like a car needs fuel to operate, the body needs fuel too, which in this case is food and water. It's your choices of food that determine how well your body operates. You see, most Americans eat more than the recommended amounts of fats and protein in their diets. And even though we are increasing the amounts of carbohydrates we eat, there's still room for improvement. The average American gets 40 to 45% of calories from fats, and 15 to 20% from protein foods. A normal diet should include 10 to 15% of calories from protein, up to 30% from fats, and 50 to 60% from carbohydrates. And the bulk of those should be complex carbohydrates. The sugars that we discussed earlier in this video were simple sugars. These are carbohydrates that provide quick energy. However, fruits and vegetables are a source of simple sugars which also provide dietary fiber. And complex carbohydrates in the form of starches provide dietary fiber as well as energy. The complex carbohydrates include many popular foods: breads, pasta, rice, potatoes, dried beans, and whole grain cereals. The dietary fiber, which is also called bulk or roughage, is the undigestible part of a food that is needed for normal elimination. Eating plenty of complex carbohydrates and drinking 8 glasses of water each day will help you control your weight, too. This combination makes you feel full so that you don't feel like snacking all day long. Now you can forget those liquid diets and eat normal meals.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Grams.
Looks like a good supper from here.
You were right, Grandma, as usual. I stopped drinking that liquid diet and took your advice. I'm eating regular meals, just smaller amounts. I eat more starches and less sugars. And I do aerobics at least 4 times a week. That increases my rate of metabolism.
Let's have our viewers review what we've learned.
Okay, Grandma, you first.
Okay. What is basal metabolism? Is it A, the energy used by the body at rest, B, the energy used for all physical activities, or C, complex carbohydrates needed for energy?
That was pretty confusing at first, but now I know that basal metabolism is the energy needed by the body at rest, just for sitting, breathing, sleeping. Okay, it's my turn. How can you raise your metabolic rate to help in weight control?
An increase in exercise will help to raise the rate at which your body burns calories. Now, what are the percentages of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates that should be in a normal diet?
I've got that one down pat, Grandma. It's up to 30% fats, 10 to 15% protein, and 50 to 60% carbohydrates, most of which are complex. So the next question is, select the foods from the list that are sources of complex carbohydrates. That's starch and fiber.
Corn, whole wheat bread, spaghetti, pinto beans, and rice.
That was a great review, Grandma, but I've got to run. And you know what? I did lose those 4 pounds. I can't wait until Saturday night.
Many Americans have taken on a whopper of a task: eating enough fast food to bring on a Big Mac attack. National surveys indicate that nearly 50% of us eat fast food at least once a week. What is it that makes fast food so appealing? It's convenient, filling, and not too expensive. But what about nutrition? Is fast food good for you? Many fast food restaurants are making some changes in their menu items to meet the needs of today's more nutrition-conscious customer. Consuming fat-rich or sugary foods is no longer a way of life for many of us. Let's listen in as Michelle and Larry learn about making the right fast food choices.
Gosh, Larry, I had no idea our meeting would run so late. Can you believe some of the ideas the committee had for a prom theme?
You mean like the Stairway to the Stars, with an astronaut going up the staircase to the moon? Unreal.
Yeah, or this one, Up and Away, where we would release hundreds of helium-filled balloons to the top of the gymnasium.
We'd still be pulling them down on graduation night. But seriously, Michelle, since we're chairing the food committee, we need to start thinking about what everyone will want to eat. It's going to be hard to please everybody.
We could just order a bunch of fast food and be an instant hit.
Speaking of fast food, I need to cut out some of this greasy stuff. I'm going to begin running this week to get in shape for the big 5K run coming up. This may be my last fast food meal for a while.
Why's that, Larry? Can't you run and train and eat regular meals too?
Regular balanced meals, yes. The fast food meals like I like are pretty heavy on the fat, like this burger and fries. And look at that milkshake and fries you ordered. Why aren't you Mrs. Finley?
Well, yes, it's me. Oh, kids, I'm sorry, but I just couldn't help overhearing what you were saying about fast foods. A lot of it's junk, you know.
What do you mean junk? You're eating here, aren't you?
Oh, yes, but it's not too expensive for me, and I made a healthy choice from the menu. See? Salad with no dressing, little cottage cheese, and a few saltines, and that gives me all the nutrients I need for a light meal. And then I think I'll have this little can of fruit for dessert. They don't serve fruit in these places, you know.
You're right. I know that we should eat 3 to 5 servings of fruit each day. I got a lot of catching up to do. But Larry's right. I chose fries in a shake because it's filling, without giving much thought to what I was actually getting.
Yeah, you're getting plenty of calories. All the fat and cholesterol in those burgers and fries you wouldn't believe.
With 25% of our meals eaten away from home, we're looking more closely at what we're getting. Quarter-pound burgers, for instance, have over 500 calories and 30 grams of fat. That's just about an ounce. And there's about 100 milligrams of cholesterol. Since the daily cholesterol limit is 300 milligrams, you can see that Larry is 1/3 of the way to this amount with just one fast food quarter-pound burger. And that doesn't include the fries. If a restaurant fries in beef fat, then the amount of cholesterol triples. Try to choose foods that are low in both cholesterol and saturated fat. And just what is cholesterol? It's a soft, waxy fat that's found in our blood, as well as in many of the foods that we eat. In foods, it's called dietary cholesterol. All animal products contain cholesterol: cheese, milk, meats, eggs, butter, bacon, to name a few. The fats in these foods are saturated and may raise blood cholesterol. Some vegetable oils, palm and coconut oils, are also high in saturated fat. Be aware that these are widely used in bakery items and snack foods. Here's where it's helpful to read the labels of the foods you're buying. And when choosing fast food, select a restaurant that fries in pure vegetable oil to avoid saturated fat and cholesterol. All fats are high in calories. In fact, fats provide 2¼ times more calories per gram than do carbohydrates or protein. The average American diet consists of more than 40% fat. Your goal should be to eat a diet that is no more than 30% fat.
How can we reduce the fat and calories in our diets and still eat fast food?
One way would be to eat smaller burgers, or maybe even skip the cheese. I always order a large fry. I could switch to a regular fry. I always eat when I get home anyway.
And I really didn't want this high-calorie shake. I could choose skim milk or a regular burger, chicken sandwich.
Yes, but some food chains are now serving low-fat burgers. I personally prefer the salad bar, folks, and I'm careful to choose lots of veggies: lettuce, carrots, mushrooms, and tomatoes, and they have lots of vitamins and minerals needed for good health. I skip the salad dressing, which has 150 calories for a 2-tablespoon serving, and add a little cottage cheese for protein. I avoid the bacon bits and the heavier salads, too.
How can you pass up all those pasta salads? They're great.
But you've got to remember, Larry, all that dressing on the salads makes them very high in fat and calories. You just need to take a small amount of 1 or 2 of them instead of heaping your plate full.
Well, I know how I am. When it's an all-you-can-eat salad bar, I feel like I need to fill my plate full.
Well, you've just got to change that in your mind from all you can eat to all you care to eat. And then it won't sound like a contest to see how much you can get away with.
That's a good idea, Mrs. Finley. Everyone in my family's a pizza nut. We love pizza. We eat it at least once a week. I bet that's bad for us, too.
Oh, not really. It depends on how much you eat at one time and what you put on it.
Pizza may not be a fast food, but it is one of the favorites to order and receive in less than 30 minutes. Is it nutritious? Well, yes and no. Pizza may provide 30% of the daily recommended amount of protein and calcium and about 15% of the requirement for B vitamins. By omitting or cutting down on the pepperoni or sausage, the fat and cholesterol content can be cut in half. And hold the extra cheese. That just adds more fat and cholesterol, too. So what can you put on that pizza? How about fresh vegetables such as onions, green peppers, mushrooms, tomatoes? This way, you can enjoy a delicious, healthy pizza without all the fat.
So to make better selections of fast food restaurants, what should we do?
Choose regular burgers instead of quarter pounders or doubles. Skip the cheese, sauces, dressings. Add lettuce and tomato instead. Skip the fries, or order a small portion. Order skim or 2% milk instead of a shake. Select diet soft drinks instead of regular sodas.
Now, how can we eat at the salad bar without loading up on fats and calories?
Choose lots of vegetables. Select cottage cheese instead of rich dressings. Eat small portions of pasta salads. Skip the bacon bits and cheddar. Select fruits when available. What is cholesterol and what kinds of foods is it in?
I know that one now. Cholesterol is a soft, waxy fat in the blood and some foods. It's in all animal foods and some vegetable oils. And to make pizza a healthier food choice, what toppings should we use?
You take that one, Mrs. Finley.
Okay, Larry. Omit or limit pepperoni and sausage. Use less or low-fat cheese. Add lots of fresh vegetables.
Well, Michelle, this all started with your comment about serving fast food at the prom.
You're right, Larry, and I was only kidding. But look what we've learned about fast food choices.
We still haven't decided on our menu for the prom. Let's go back to my house and work on it.
And of course, prom food means lots of veggies with low-fat dips.
Right, Mrs. Finley. We'll see you later. Bye.
Oh, these young people today. I'll never understand how they can eat all those burgers, shakes, and fries. Oh, when I was a girl.
Eating healthy may mean making some changes in your eating behavior. As you've just seen, junk food doesn't give much when it comes to good nutrition. Try choosing fruit instead of sugary snack foods. Or if a snack food is what you want, choose one that isn't high in fat or calories. And learn to read labels on snack foods before making your selections. This will help you become aware of the fat and calorie content, as well as various forms of sugar in the food. And those liquid diets? Skip those and eat smaller meals, and increase the amount of exercise you're doing. Try eating fruit and plain yogurt for lunch. These suggestions should also help with any problem you're having with weight control. And fast food, the all-American meal? Just as long as you make wise food choices. So the way to eat healthy is to change your eating behavior. The next time you have a choice between an apple and a candy bar, which will you choose?